Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video I'm going to show you my top 5 favorite Bibles. Well, at least for now. Okay, I'm celebrating the 2nd anniversary of Bible Review Blog this week with a series of fun videos, and one of the most common questions I get asked all the time is, hey Tim, what's your all-time favorite Bible? And I'm always like, it's so hard for me to answer that. I have like a list of Bibles that I go to. A lot of people have heard me say the Four Holy Gospels project from Crossway with the art by Makoto Fujimura, who's one of my favorite painters. Well, Becca is my favorite painter, but Mako Fujimura is one of my top favorite painters. Well, it's like Becca, Rembrandt, let's see here, Van Gogh, and then Mako probably in that. Well, I'll probably put, anyway, I do like Rembrandt. Anyway, people are asking me all the time about my favorite Bibles. I talk about the Four Holy Gospels project. I talk about the NRSV from Allen, the R.L. Allen edition that I took with me to Oxford. It was the only Bible I had for months while I lived in England. But I decided to make a list, and I went through my Bible library, and I was like, okay, what are my top 5 right now? I can't narrow it down to just one, but I thought it would be fun to tell you what my top 5 are. The reality is that this changes. Because I'm a Bible reviewer, I get to see a lot of Bibles. You're going to see a couple of the Bibles on my list are very new releases that I've gotten really excited about, that I really love to spend time with. But some of them have kind of snuck in there. They're not all premium Bibles. No, it's not all like really expensive stuff. I have a lot of different Bibles that I get to see, and so that makes it really fun for me to think about this. But okay, I've worked it down. I'm going to give you my top 5 right now, my current list. I reserve the right to change this if something comes along that I like better, if I get into something else. But right now, these are my top 5 favorite Bibles. Before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I know we're going to have fun with this one. Here we go, on to number 5. Okay, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. It's not really cheating because I'm making this up as I go, but I'm going to do 2 Bibles for number 5. And the reason I'm doing these 2 is because these are the 2 that I currently use the most. And they have to be in my favorites because I'm just using them all the time. And I think the Bible you use often, the Bible you spend the most time with, is naturally going to become one of your favorites. So one is this one. This is the NRSV Wide Margin Bible from Cambridge that I am using for my year in the Bible. I'm doing a whole series of videos as I study through the Bible. I'm trying to read 3 pages a day. I'm actually ahead of schedule so far, but I'm reading this Bible. It's an older edition that is out of print. Several people have asked me about it. I found it on eBay, but man, the paper has really held up. It's a very thin yet wide Bible, so it's easy for me to throw in my bag. But you know, I've literally spent the last 3.5 months with this Bible every single day, and it's naturally just become a favorite. There are certain things that I don't love about it, but just it's making me fond of it by spending every day with it. And so that's why I'm going to put this one. I'm going to put in a tie for 5th place is this one. This is the Bible that Belmont gave me when I got a new job there a couple of months ago. And this is just my work Bible. It's an NIV, which we use a lot at Belmont. And it's a really great, it's not the NIV thin line. It's actually a special, HarperCollins, the publisher, does like these special Bibles for like the custom runs where someone like Belmont does a custom Bible. So it's not quite an NIV thin line. It's a slightly different Bible than that. But I've just been spending a lot of time with it at work. I preached from this Bible when I preached in chapel recently. It's just a really, and it's actually really great. It's like really opaque. The whole thing looks really great. And so number 5 on my list are the 2 Bibles I'm currently using the most: an NRSV Wide Margin from Cambridge, medium priced. I'm sure this was probably like an $80 to $100 Bible, brand new. And then one that I got for free, which can't be that expensive, was an NIV, sort of an NIV thin line on the go, very small Bible. It's Belmont University branded that I use at work. Okay, number 4 is the ESV Heirloom Heritage Bible. I recently did a series of videos comparing this, the goatskin edition, with the brown Horween leather edition, but I have fallen in love with this text block. Big, wide open. It's a small, relatively small, I'd say medium-sized Bible, but just a big single column, very readable font. It's the lexicon typeface. You're going to see that as a recurring theme in this video. The lexicon typeface, spaced really well, single column. There's no cross references or anything. There's just a few textual footnotes. But man, it reads really well on the page. I love the size. It's not too big. It's not too small. It looks really great. The quality of this, they moved production of their heirloom line back to Royal Youngblood in the Netherlands, and It feels great. It looks great. My only complaint, everybody's complaint, is these dinky little ribbons they put on there. I need to follow some of the steps of like Bo Tate or Tim Nichols. I know they've done videos about how to change your ribbons. I want to do that with this. I'm also thinking about having a rebind done with this Bible because I love it so much. But the paper's great. It's just everything about this Bible is really appealing to me. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know I love single column, lexicon typeface, kind of mid-sized Bibles. So this one really checks a lot of those tick marks for me. And ever since I got this copy, I've just found myself reaching for it a lot more when it's time to just read for a little while. I think this Bible is awesome. Okay, number 3. I know I've got 2 Bibles here, but they're basically the same Bible. This is the Schuyler NLT Caxton, and this is the Tyndale Select. It's a rebind by my friend Adrian at AE Bibles. Now, this Bible is very similar to the Heritage that I had at number 4. It's the lexicon typeface. It's single column. It does have cross references out in the outer edges of the page, which I really like. Again, lexicon typeface is one of my all-time favorites. It looks great. It feels great. Single column. I do like the way this has the cross references in the outer margins. This is Becca's. The Schuyler Caxton is Becca's. This is her everyday Bible that she reads from every day. The AE rebind of the Tyndale Select is my Bible, and I really, really love going to this. It's just, for the NLT fan in me who likes a more kind of, I would say, a very readable, easy to read translation of the Bible, this is the best version there is, and to have a really cool rebind like this from Adrian is awesome. I think another reason why I like these Bibles is because they're out of print. Schuyler is no longer making the Caxton. Tyndale is no longer making the Select, which are basically the same Bibles. And so I'm kind of bummed that you can't get a hold of them anymore. A bunch of people comment all the time and say, hey, where do I get one of those? And I have to be the bearer of bad news and say, these Bibles are not in print anymore. And this caused the resale market for these to kind of skyrocket a little bit. But man, love this. It's, again, very similar to the Heritage. So you can kind of see, again, single column, lexicon, really good look. I love the way they did the cross references in this Bible. Just everything about these is really awesome. And once I got this one from Adrian, I was like, I'm set for life. This is, I mean, absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I've only owned this Bible for a week or two, but it has skyrocketed up to number 2 on my list. This is the NASB Prime Edition, the large print compact from the Lockman Foundation. When I did the unboxing video with these new Prime Editions, I was blown away by how much, well, I did an unboxing video with this text block, not the premium edition of it, a few months ago, and I was so stoked about it because single column, really easy to read, there's not a lot of references or anything, and it's just so small and so compact. And then I got the premium edition recently, and you saw that video again. When I unboxed those, I was like, whoa, these are printed in Korea, not at Royal Youngblood in the Netherlands, but they had me fooled. They feel fantastic in hand. It's a really great look. All of the embellishments, the raised spine hubs, the goat skin feels great. It just, this Bible just has me taken. So I've literally done now 3 single column Bibles in a row. So that's definitely something I'm into. But this one is the smallest. And honestly, it's a little like, maybe it's too small a little bit, but I love the size of it. I love that I can hold it in a hand. I can be on the go with it. I can throw it in a bag, and I'm not super worried about it. Even though it's a premium Bible, it holds up pretty well. It's got a little bit of an extra yap to protect those pages, but this one just has made a big impression on me in a short amount of time. And so when I was looking at my Bibles, I was like, man, I have to put this one in there because right now, it's definitely near the top of my list. I think they hit a home run with this Bible, and I'm really, really stoked about spending more time with it. Okay, I have my current number 1 Bible behind my back, and I want you to guess right now what you think it is. Think about the videos I've done. Think about what you know about me. Which Bible do you think is my number 1 Bible? I can almost guarantee that no one watching this video guessed that it was the NRSV Popular Text Edition from Cambridge Bibles. This surprised me too, but this has become my number 1 Bible. This is a rebind from Frost Leather, Frost Rebinds. Absolutely beautiful. I put this in some videos about a year ago, but it's really the text block that I love about this. Guess what typeface it is? Lexicon, the Lexicon typeface that's been in a couple of other Bibles. I love the Lexicon. It's a 2-column. It's not a reference Bible. There's no cross references. It just has textual footnotes, but it's a really, it's not single column. It's not all of the things that I typically love. It's not, these do not come with like super premium leather and stuff like that. This is a rebind, but man, I love this Bible. I am drawn to reading this Bible. I'm going through the NRSV right now in with the wide margin in my year through the Bible, and this has kind of become like my on-the-go, read-on-the-go Bible when I just want to read a little bit. I really, for some reason, this Bible just draws me in. It's mostly about the text block, the actual type on the page. It's compact. I love the overall size. It's kind of that mid-size that I'm drawn to. It doesn't have a bunch of extra features or anything like maps. It just literally goes to the end of the Bible. Super simple. This matches the big NRSV lectern Bible that a lot of churches use, so it's kind of meant to be like a Bible that people can read along with at church. But this upgrade from Frost, I should do one of those extreme makeover Bible videos with this. It's just a great Bible, and I am really, really drawn to it. And it's kind of surprised me, but it's become my number one. I've actually, I've got a few of these. I bought up a few of these Bibles, the Cambridge NRSV Popular Text Edition. There was a sale on Amazon, and I had some gift card dollars, and so I bought up a few of these. And what I'm planning on doing is trying to get a few different rebinders to rebind them for me, and I'm going to see which one I like the best, and then I might do some giveaways with the other ones because I really, really, really like this Bible, and I want to get like a forever copy that just feels like the perfect thing for me. I love this Frost rebind. It's super flexible and flat. It's really great, but I didn't get to pick everything about this, so I kind of want to do that thing that I talk about where I find a Bible I love and then send it off to someone and have it totally customized just for me. And so I really love this Bible. It surprises me too. But it's really a great one. So there you have it, my top 5 Bibles right now. Again, I reserve the right to change these, but these are Bibles that really speak to me. And you noticed it's not really about, them having the best leather or having the right number of ribbons. Those are not the things that I really think about. I'm not super concerned about spine hubs and things like that. For me, the primary thing is the text block. Does it draw me in? The typesetting. I mentioned lexicon typeface in 3 of the 5 here. The design overall, I'm drawn to single column. I'm drawn to that lexicon typeface. If it looks good on the page, and it's kind of like an X factor that if it just draws me in and I really like the way it feels, it helps me kind of sink in and settle into reading my Bible, and that's something that I'm really looking for. After that, the outside, like even this NIV Bible that I've been using a lot at work, I really do like the text block and it draws me in. It's nothing special on the outside. It's not an expensive Bible, but I really like the way it feels. I like the size of it. Those sorts of things. Those are the things that matter. I'd say the text block, the design, the typesetting, I would say the size, the overall size of the Bible. None of these Bibles are massively huge because I'm just not a big, massive Bible person, but definitely like a mid-size single column is definitely a tick mark on a box that I like and a really nice typeface that draws me in. Those are the things that I care about. So those are my current top 5. Again, it might change. I might get something in the mail tomorrow that really jumps to the top of the list. But I would love to know what your current, maybe you have a top 3 or a top 5, or just this is my one Bible, the one that I love the best. I would love for you to put that in the comments. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite is. If you're surprised by any of these, feel free to let me know what you're surprised by. This was really fun for me to kind of look at the Bibles I have and kind of make a list. I really love these Bibles. I love the publishers that I get to work with here. And again, this is a fun video to do to celebrate the 2nd anniversary of Bible Review Blog. Definitely find me on Instagram and Facebook. I've got links there in the description of this video. And before you go, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, surf around on my channel and find some other fun videos, and stay tuned. There's more great videos coming this week for the 2nd anniversary. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.